Lucas.
It's funny how now she be calling me back. She see that I got it, I'm stuck in the trap. 40 autos, and we put it right back. 40 autos, and he left in the back. I can't be trusting cause people just act. I get the money, I run it right back. The plug on my phone, I get to these racks. The plug on my phone, I'm gonna get back. I can't be trusting cause people be switching and stunting. I had to go get me some money, they always was fronting. I had to stay up the sign, I never trust up at night. She seeing that drip on the bone, make sure she won't call me. Fuck you little bitch, you a dummy. I got some money, tryna die.
Banger video for you guys, and in today's video, as you guys can see by the title, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create the best and most realistic Gary Payton build in NBA 2K20. So let's just get right into this. Obviously point guard, and this doesn't matter, jersey number does not matter. So for the pie charts, I was looking it over. Obviously Gary Payton was not that great at finishing around the hoop, however, or shooting, but however, he does have about a 32% from the three-point line, which in his time wasn't terrible because back then shooting threes was not the whole, game plan of the NBA back then. So we're going to pick the playmaking and defense because obviously he's probably one of the best defending point guards of all time, and he was a very good playmaker, averaging about 7 assists through the end of his career. Now for the athleticism, we're just going to be picking the fastest one, and it has an 83 vertical, so that's really good. So yeah, so for the upgrades of this build, we're not even going to touch the finishing at all because Gary Payton was not that great around the hoop. He was more of just a guy that kind of spread the court a little bit and dotted his teammates and played fantastic defense. So for that reason, we're going to max it. And you see, this isn't too OP for Gary Payton either because you see the 67 3 ball. That's pretty realistic. Gary Payton wasn't that great at shooting. But you do want those shooting badges because although he wasn't great, he was decent at shooting, I would say. He was decent. So I feel like this fits his game plan a little bit, especially the stats. Yeah, and then we're actually going to max everything playmaking because you get 23 playmaking badges, which is so good for like ISOing and stuff. And then for the defense, we are also just going to max everything because Gary Payton, again, was one of the greatest defending point guards the league has ever seen. Actually, no, we're not going to touch the interior D because it doesn't get you an extra badge. So you can put the last couple on driving layup or close shot, whatever you want. You see this build gets 10 shooting, 23 playmaking, and 24 defensive. So it's not bad at all. It's pretty realistic for, Gary Payton being one of the greatest defending point guards to ever play the game. And yeah, so let's just get on with this, alright? So, see the height, obviously Gary Payton was a 6'4" point guard, so we're going to pick 6'4", and then we're going to go all the way down with the wingspan, so we get a better lateral quickness, which is basically your your speed, moving left to right, playing perimeter defense, I guess I should say. And you see the vertical goes up to an 84, so that that's not bad. And then we're going to minimize the wingspan. Now, if you do see how you lose the 3 steal, but stealing rating doesn't really matter too much in this game, to be honest with you. If you want to be able to, it's kind of however you want to put it, okay? If you want to be able to steal the ball a little bit more, maybe get passing lane steals a little bit more, definitely put on max wingspan. Or not max, I'd go 82.4 because then you get speed boosting off rip. 86 ball handling is speed boosting, so I mean that's up to you though. But if you want this build to just shoot better and perform better on offense, I'd definitely go minimum wingspan. And then obviously you can pick playmaking or lockdown, but Gary Payton was more of a lockdown, so we're going to pick that. And you see we get two-way playmaker, which is actually a pretty rare build. I've never really seen it in the park. Alright, so now I'm going to be showing you guys the build, or the badge setup for this build, since we just did the build creation. So obviously, finishing doesn't really matter because you only get one, so I guess you could go slithery to avoid as much contact as possible. And then the shooting, this is where it gets good because, like, this build shouldn't be able to shoot, but it can a little bit. Like 9 to 13 or 14 shooting badges is a very good. You can shoot consistently with this build. You can go ranging center, hot zone hunter, and then green machine. Like, this is a good setup right here. You can be lethal from deep. If you have hot zones too, it just helps you. And then green machine helps you green consistently. So, this build is pretty disgusting. And then for the playmaking, you're gonna want Dimer Hall of Fame. And then the rest you can kind of do whatever you want. Maybe pluckable bronze, handles for days, Hall of Fame, quick first step. I mean, you could use that, I guess, but you're not really great at slashing, so it won't really help you. But I mean, I guess it's a good badge to have. And then the rest you can kind of do whatever, stop and go, maybe tight handles. And then if you want to have some fun with the build, ankle breaker, you know, snap some ankles, hit some threes, you know, have some fun with it. And then the defense, oh my, this is where this build gets crazy. All right, so clamps, Hall of Fame, interceptor, Hall of Fame, pick dodger, and pickpocket, Hall of Fame. You know, you see, this is such a good setup right here, especially as a guard. You are not gonna, nobody's gonna be scoring on you if you're a good defender. And then you can put intimidator, Hall of Fame, and the last one's really on you. I mean, maybe as a guard, maybe put chase down artist bronze, just so you can maybe, you know, slap, you know, blast your freaking opponent sometimes. Or if you want to help your big out a little bit, defensive leader. And defensive leader Hall of Fame gives your teammates +4 stats for everything on defense. And it shows you the other team's like what their percent of making the jump or making the shot is. So this is a very OP badge. Defensive leader, obviously very good. But I feel like a realistic one is tireless defender, because you're going to be going against a lot of people that, you know, are going to be just dribbling their heads out for no reason, getting nowhere, and I guess you might run out a little bit of stamina. So you tireless defender, maybe silver, and then chase down artist silver. And yeah, so that's gonna wrap it up for this build creation. Thank you guys once again all so much for showing love and support, and it's been your boy Diz, and I'm out. Peace.